Anyways, I just wanted to do a follow-up for the last video that I did the other day about this wall in front of the White House, okay? Which coincidentally was just put up shortly before the quarantine or the lockdown started, whatever you want to call that. Now, that wall is right here. You see that? It stops right there, which is almost directly halfway in front of the White House, but it just comes to an end. Now, there were signs up saying that that was there for renovations of the fence that's there, but apparently that's not what's happening because I'm tall enough to actually see over the top of that. I'm 6'8", so I have a little bit of an advantage there. And there's no work going on like that. There's something going on back there though that looks kind of strange. There is vehicles. Okay, let me back up a little bit. So there's two parts to it. There's this cement and wooden wall that is on Pennsylvania Avenue right here that you can see. Okay, then there's a gap between that and a rear wall which goes between the fence and Pennsylvania Avenue. So it's more of like a corridor going this way that you can't see inside, right? But like I said, I can peek over because I'm tall enough, and the whole thing, the depth of it, or the width of it, excuse me, is about 20 to 25 feet. And then the length, let me show you really quick. It goes all the way down there. Right there, past that where that white truck is, right? Okay, so what I saw is there are actually openings to it, and there's people doing something in there, although I couldn't quite see what it is because I can't get close enough. But there was a vehicle that drove in there just as I was coming up. Okay guys, I'm on the other end of this wall now, a little bit further down on Pennsylvania Avenue, going towards 15th Street right here. I just wanted to show you guys a shot of this side of it, just so you could see the depth and the size of how big this thing really is. Now there's all kinds of workmen and machinery and trucks and bulldozers, all kinds of activity going on within that wall, or that corridor I should say, and it's way bigger than I thought. It's probably closer to about 40 feet in depth, or in width, if not even actually wider than that. I don't know, I'm bad at judging that kind of thing, but you can see how deep it is right here. It goes back very far. So another thing that I noticed, now that I'm actually paying attention to it, is not only is that blocked off right there with that activity and the vehicles and stuff that are inside that wall, along with tents and tons of people, which I don't know what it is. Check this out. I'm gonna try to keep the camera as steady as possible. This is Pennsylvania Avenue on the 15th Street side. Bam. Let's see if we can get this. As you can see, this is completely barricaded off too. Now it's under construction of some type, I don't know, but Pennsylvania Avenue very suspiciously is blocked off with huge constructions on this end, that end, and in front of the White House with that wall. There's definitely something strange going on here, and this is no coincidence. I mean, but there's something fishy going on, and I want to get to the bottom of it. Hey guys, now I'm just a half a block farther than the wall, where I just showed you that perspective angle. Something I had just noticed is that, now this is 15th Street right here is this next intersection. Well, look at this. Okay, they were almost on my camera, but I'm just gonna finish this. Now check this out. This is also barricaded off and under construction. That's the wall. You can't get through there. Is that just a coincidence? I don't know. But I'm gonna try to get to the bottom of it. Okay, guys? Hey there. I'm coming to you here from in front of the brand new Eisenhower Memorial right here in Washington, D.C. It's so new that it's actually not even open yet. The construction work is complete, but the dedication actually had to be pushed back because of the quarantine situation, so they're going to do the dedication and open it officially this summer probably, or if not this fall. But what I wanted to bring to your attention is the design of it is pretty controversial. Now, I'm not the first one to think of this, but I did think of it independently before I ever heard anyone else mention anything like this. These are 100-foot tall granite columns, and there's 10 of them right here on this plaza going around the perimeter of it. They look like missile silos. That's exactly what came to mind the first moment I saw them, and a lot of people as well that have seen it here. You see, think the same thing. Now, the Air and Space Museum is also under construction right now too. They're getting a huge addition right there across the street. It's directly catty corner from where we are. So the Air and Space Museum is known to house, I'm trying to get a better shot here guys, it's known to house fully operational weapons, like military weapons, missiles, rockets, technology of war of all kinds. And it has to be fully functional and restored to be in a prestigious location like the Smithsonian Air and Space Museum. So everything in there works. I don't know how many people have ever thought of that, but the stuff in there, it works. It has to, otherwise it does not go on display. It's in full working order, everything. So now, if something went down and let's say those weapons needed to be used for some reason, well, they're going to need a facility to use them. So what better than right across the street, under the guise as a presidential memorial, or under the cover of a presidential memorial like this, how else could you do that? It would be impossible otherwise. In fact, this is the only, whoever thought of this, if I'm right, is a genius. Although the problem is that it's obvious that they look like that. You know, maybe it could have been covered a little bit better. I'm not really sure, but it's very concerning. Hopefully I'm wrong about this, but I guess we'll see. Take care. So this is obviously the United States Capitol building. It's very quiet here. There's no one around except for me, and there's one Secret Service guy right there. But what I wanted to draw your attention to is this wall, or this enclosure that's built right here in front. It's very suspicious after coming from the White House, then going to the Eisenhower Memorial, and then the Air and Space Museum to here. Like, they all have these constructions, and it kind of seems like they're related. I don't know. I'm gonna go around to the other side though and show you what's over there. So let's get going. Hey guys, just wanted to give you a better view of what we were just looking at. Now here I am in front of the United States Capitol. It's day 52 of the quarantine, and you can see this weird wall or barrier construction directly in front of the Capitol. I don't know what it is, there's no signs on this one saying, but it's very odd considering what I just showed you at the White House, the Eisenhower Memorial, the Air and Space Museum, and now this. I'm gonna go around to the other side and show you the back in just a second, but let me pan around here and just show you what the area looks like, okay? Now this is the National Mall. As you can see, that's the Washington Monument right there, and way past it is the Lincoln Memorial. Let's keep going around a little bit more. Bam, there it is, guys. Okay guys, check this out. Very strangely, I came around to the side of the Capitol, and look what I found. Not that. Of course, they would be riding by right when I did that. I was not trying to show you the motorcycle Secret Service guys, but I was trying to show you this fence. Do you see this thing? It is like 15 feet tall, and it goes around the entire side of the Capitol building. Now it looks like they're doing some type of work to the building over here. I don't really know, but that's very strange that they need such a huge construction fence like that. I mean, it looks like it's electrified, quite frankly, but I'm not about to touch it. It says it's restricted, as you can see right there. But, and that's the top of the Capitol Dome. You can barely see the top of it right there. Now, why on earth would they need a fence like that for some basic renovations to the exterior? We're allowed to go there. Well, normally, I mean, I've been up there before. Usually it's not fenced off, it's open to the public. There's something strange going on here, guys. That is a huge fence. Now I'm gonna continue going around and show you guys the rest of the building as well. Okay, I'm just to the side of where the United States Capitol is. We're directly across the street. Now look at this crazy wall or construction right behind me. Now I can hear there is actually work going on in there right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But look at this thing with these steps and that scaffolding, plus the wall separating the street. That's huge, and that's insane looking. I've never seen scaffolding that looked like that before. That's a huge project, whatever it is. And like I said, this is just adding to the strangeness of construction work going on during the pandemic, or whatever the hell you want to call it at this point. It doesn't really seem to be a problem here in DC, apparently, considering that nobody's sick that I know. But anyways, that's for a different video. I just wanted to show you guys this construction right behind me right here. Now, flipping around, you can't quite see it. This is the Capitol grounds right here. So, okay, one other thing to show you guys. Sorry about the noise. There's a guy doing some lawn work or something over there. I'm not really sure. But now we are 1 block from the White House. This is 14th Street Northwest right here. And that's the Willard Hotel. So it's up 1 block and then over 1 block is where the White House is. And there's this other large construction project that I didn't know of, but it's going on right here. You can see this used to be a park, huge trees, and it was beautiful. Now it looks like they've ripped everything out and they're building something right there in the center, and it's walled off. Something's going on here, guys. This is no coincidence that these strategic locations for each of these construction projects are being worked on right now. It's just crazy. Hopefully I'm wrong about this, but man, there it is. There's another one. I'm just gonna do a quick pan around just to show you guys what this area looks like right now. So here's 14th Street. This is Pennsylvania Avenue now. Some really gorgeous buildings around here, I will say that. All right, and we're going this way. And there's somebody in that cab right there that just gave me the finger. Anyways, this is what's happening in DC, guys. Hopefully I'm wrong about all of this, but it's all very suspicious. Okay, here I am right back by the White House again. I was driving by here on my way home, and I just wanted to show you guys something that I hadn't noticed before, which is crazy. There's this cool old building behind me right here, which I love the architecture of. That's not what it is that I'm going to show you though. So we're on 15th Street right here. This is 15th. So the White House is on 15th and Pennsylvania Avenue, which is the intersection that I'm on right here. Now, this construction mess right there, that's normally how you would get down Pennsylvania Avenue to go into the front of the White House, basically. Well, no vehicles, but like foot traffic and whatever. But you can see it's completely blocked off by this big mess of construction. The road is closed, apparently, according to those signs. Now, not only that, but this building right here in the corner, this beautiful old bank building, is also walled off and under construction. Now, if that weren't weird enough, now I'm gonna walk over here a little bit. Go this way. This building right behind me is also under construction. I'm not sure what they're doing there, but you can see there's ropes tied to the roof, and there's scaffolding and wall all around it. And finally, oh shoot, you can't really see it. Okay, the next building across from this on the next street up is also walled off and under construction. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings all right here on this 1 block in front of the White House. Is that a coincidence? There's something very strange about all of this, and it's making me feel really weird. But I just wanted to make sure that you guys who aren't here in DC actually know what's going on in case something does go down, because it's really unsettling as far as I'm concerned. This is weird. Now, these buildings have never been, well, I've just never seen it look like this. This is a mess. The construction is a very strange time for it to be happening. We're on day 52 of the quarantine, so they shouldn't have started this. They still shouldn't be working on it now. You'd think, if anything, if it was really a construction project like a normal one, it would be finished by now or something, or at least postponed or moved to a different time rather than right now. Anyways, it's weird, you guys. That's all.